talking to my engineer here. Got it. And good evening, everybody, from the Roseville Skating Center here in Roseville. Welcome to Suburban East Girls Hockey tonight here in Club 1220 KLBB and online audio and video streaming courtesy of TJ Broadcast Services. The link, by the way, is tjsportsonline.net. That's our website, and you can watch and listen to the ball game or the hockey game. No ball involved in this sport. That's where the hockey game can be seen and heard. Hey, everybody, I'm Tom Orchard, voice of the Ponies. And you're being double-teamed tonight by the magnificent crew of Travis Monroe and Jesse Hartman. Travis on site, Jesse making his baptism of fire back in studio. And we're on the air. The Roseville Raiders hosting the Ponies won the first go-around between these two clubs by a score of 4-0. So the rematch, and that was back on Tuesday, December 13th. By the way, the archive of that game can be found on my website. And again, that's tjsportsonline.net. This broadcast this evening, and this is our pregame show, of course, brought to you by Stillwater Family Dental and Pony Hockey, also brought to you all season long by Stillwater Motors, Pro Life Across America, and also brought to you by the First National Bank and also by RBC Wealth Management. The Ponies are coming off a loss. They lost to St. Paul United earlier this week, and after that thrilling win on Hockey Day in Minnesota when they beat Minnetonka by a score of 2-0. And the Ponies right now are 8-13 this season. Meanwhile, the Roseville Raiders, and they've been playing very well of late. They've won 2 in a row of their last 2 games with a win over Woodbury, 3-2 here at home, and then went down to Park Cottage Grove last Saturday, and they won by a score of 3-1. Both of these teams have 3 games remaining after tonight. That's right, the season will wind up here on February 4th, and the Section 4 tournament will get underway on Saturday, February 11th. Again, this is your Pony pregame show. We're going to take our first break. We'll come back and talk with head coach Lee Gillespie after this 2-minute timeout on Club 1220 KLBB and online at tjsportsonline.net. And Pony Hockey, our pregame show brought to you by Stillwater Dental. We're emanating from the Roseville Skating Center, and a chance to talk with head coach Lee Gillespie, and we'll talk about Roseville, the opponent, in just a bit. But let's go back to about a week ago and Hockey Day, and it was quite an atmosphere.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The kids had a blast, and kind of icing on the cake winning the game. But it was really neat. All the work that went into that. It was a pretty special night.
Well, considering I should say the weather and the fog and so on, but people really showed up in droves.
Yeah, we had a great crowd, and I know some of them said it was a little difficult for a while to see through the plexiglass was fogging up, but they squeegeed it off and worked out well. And the players said it wasn't that bad really on the ice, so they said the conditions were actually pretty decent.
So the ice was okay?
Yeah, they said the ice was great. It was just some dark spots every now and then, but they said they wasn't anything, not a factor at all.
Yeah, the downside was the play-by-play announcer had a tough time reading numbers in the far corners. And coming out of that, you come home, take on St. Paul United, number 3 ranked team in the state, and they're for real.
Yeah, they pretty much had their way with us. We did not play a very good game at all on any offensively, defensively. Just was not a very good effort on our part. So hopefully that changes tonight.
All right, and meanwhile, Callie's club is continuing to put up wins. I think they're 15-6 now on the season, and they did lose to Minnetonka 1-0, but they're having a great year. Yeah,
they're pretty much out shooting people, but sometimes they're having trouble putting the puck in the net. But it's a really young junior varsity, so I know that there's a lot of upside on all these kids. So they're doing a great job.
Well, Lee, after tonight, just 3 games remaining, 2 on the road. And so that means sections are right around the corner. When do the coaches get together to decide the seedings?
We get together February 5th here at Roseville and set our seedings. We're having our conference meeting and then our section meeting right after. So we'll set the seedings then.
Do you use QRF at all, or is it just coach's decision?
It's coaches, totally coaches. We don't go by QRF at all. It's all head-to-head, strength of schedule, and common opponents. But it's head-to-head's the number one.
All right. Well, with that, we'll wrap things up. Wish you the best of luck, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you very much.
That is head coach Lee Gillespie, the coaches section of your Pony pregame show, brought to you by Stillwater Family Dental. And I stand corrected. The girls will be at White Bear Lake Baptist Sports Center on Saturday, but then they have 2 home games remaining. On February 2nd, they host Woodbury, and on Saturday, February 4th, they wrap up the regular season taking on the Forest Lake Rangers. And we'll have both of those games for you, of course, here on Club 1220 KLVB. It'll be joined online by BAC TV Channel 15 here in the Valley, and that means it'll be audio and video streaming as well. Well, good news on the Pony front, and we talked about that young JV team, and they did it again. They won their 16th game of the year, now 16-6 on the season. County doing a great job. They defeated Roseville by a score of 2-0. Yeah, they do have some problems getting the pucks in the net, but they outshot the Roseville Raiders. Must have been about a 2-1 or 3-1 shots on goal advantage. And getting the 2 goals for your Ponies, Elena Tansky, freshman forward. And Emma Solma got 1 assist and 1 of the goals, and Haley Eder-Zedley got the assist on the 2nd goal. So the Ponies with a 2-0 win. They're coming off a loss on hockey. I'll take that back. They're coming off a win the other day against St. Paul United. And that was on the other side of the rec center, the other wall. And they did lose that tough one to Minnetonka at Hockey Day in Minnesota by a score of 1-0. And here come the referees, and the teams will make their way out on the ice here in just a bit. Other games going on tonight around the Metro East Conference. In the girls' hockey, Cretin-Durham Hall is at Forest Lake, and this is the other game. And there are some non-conference games, including Heel Murray at Blaine, and it is Holy Angels hosting Chaska Chanhassen. Irondale is at Moundsview. And we're going to take a break. Our final break, will be back with introductions and the national anthem. We'll do that after this 2-minute timeout on Club 1220 KLBB. Audio and video streaming on TJ Sports Online. And you're watching Sharon Company, and the introductions are being made for the Roseville Raiders and our head coach, Vic Bro. And of course, Lee Gillespie for the Ponies. It'll be Casey Bouze in goal tonight, 1-6 her record. And in goal, it'll be Madison Lado for the Roseville Raiders. Let's go downstairs, pick up our national anthem. Well, maybe Travis and I might have to sing a cappella here.
I don't know if you want that.
All right, we have let's play hockey.
All right, no national anthem. The CD must have got stuck in the machine. Hey, for the Ponies again, the forward line will be Abby Padawato and Gina Jablonski. Hannah Anderson on defense, Olivia Connickson. And Grace Howe and Casey Bouze in goal for your Ponies. And for the Roseville Raiders, I mentioned Vic Broad. And, of course, that a very familiar name here in the Roseville area. And back to the Broad name, it's a legend. I worked with Winnie Broad back when she was at the University of Minnesota. And she was my broadcast partner for a couple of years for Golden Gopher Women's Hockey. Her younger sister, Chelsea Broad, as well. And the defenseman for the Raiders will be Lauren Disted, just an 8th grader, and Aaron Swanson, a senior. On the forward line, Michaela Arnold, sophomore, Madison Gaffney, a senior, and Izzy Larson, a junior. 2-0, the Ponies winning the JV game as mentioned. And we want to remind you this game on Club 1220 KLVB Stillwater and online at tjsportsonline.net. That's the website for my company. By the way, you can go to that website too to find archives of our previous broadcasts. You can watch the games at your leisure. And this is the same address we will use on Saturday night when we will feature boys hockey. The Stillwater Ponies taking on the Wolfpack of Park Cottage Grove. Boys coming off an impressive win over Matamidi by a score of 5-2 here the other night. Again, the forward line, Gaffney, Arnold, and Larson for the Raiders. They're wearing the Oakland Raider colors. What are they going to be now? They're going to be the Las Vegas Raiders or something like that. Off the face-off. Back at center ice and back into the Roseville zone. And coming back on the carry. Out of her own zone is Madison Gaffney. Into the offensive zone on the wing of Izzy Larson. Larson is taken out of the play by Padawato. As a 3-person type against the far side boards. Abby taken down. Gets back up. And it's still loose and finally picked up by Grace Howe. Howe trying to clear it up the boards. Good forechecking job by Michaela Arnold. And the puck still in that corner. Finally it comes free. There's Abby coming back on a 2-on-3. And here comes Hannah Anderson. Offensive zone. Plays it to an open near side corner. First person back is Aaron Swanson, senior for the Raiders. Taken away by Anderson. Ponies won the first go-around 4-0. And they go up top from the point. Connaughton with a shot. And that is broken up out front by Madison Gaffney. And she'll clear the line and out to center ice. Played up the boards. Roseville climbing over the wall. They're changing. Ponies just sent it in. Jablonski into the forecheck. Now she'll peel off and go back. As for Stillwater. Out there for the Ponies, there is Morgan Wohlers, Hannah Epholter, and Lauren Enan. Puck inside the Roseville zone. Hannah coming down the right wing. Epholter in the near corner trying to put it out front. As coming down that slot was Morgan Wohlers. Puck against the near side boards in the Roseville zone. Played a minute 20 of this first period. Puck in there, face-off circle to the line. Shot by Claire Nolan, steered away by the goaltender, Madison Lato. She's just a sophomore. Getting up top for Nolan. Claire shot. And it trickles right to the goal mouth. And Lato made a quick reaction to make the save. And puck sent away to center ice. And coming back the other way into the offensive zone is Sierra Colbard. Colbard shot and a save by Casey. And the rebound off it in the near corner. Mia Gertner, Sierra Colbard, and Lexi DeBase. Lexi, one of the captains of the Raiders. There's a shot up the near side boards by Claire Nolan. Glove save by Madison Ledham. And players will sit down with 15:07 to go here in a scoreless first period. The Roseville Raiders right now on the season, they've got 7 wins, 13 losses in one time. The Ponies are 8-13 this 2016-2017 season. Off the face of it, a shot by Abby Hagberg. Abby had one of her goals on Hockey Day, the other one by Cassidy Jones. Puck in that far corner, cleared by Granofsky to the line, but not out. And now in the near corner, and coming back the other way is Ali Granofsky. And they play to the right wing, and it's broken up there by Cassidy Jones. The puck back down inside the Stillwater zone. Grace Sarkiel going back behind her own net, up along the near side board, looking for Lauren Gella. But that one will climb the glass, and that one is out to play. Face up inside the Roseville zone. After tonight, 3 games for each of these clubs. And the section tournament will get underway on Saturday, February 11th, with 4 quarterfinal games at Aldrich Arena. The semifinals on Tuesday the 14th. The championship games on Friday the 17th. He'll marry the number 1 seed, predominantly, or the favored number 1 team. We'll take a look at section seedings as we go along in our broadcast. The Ponies and Lauren Geller will send it in the offensive zone. Changing lines for the Ponies. And here comes Cleo Nystrom with Ava and Maya on the wings. Ava and Maya Jokanovic. Claire Nolan plays it ahead. Here comes Maya into the zone. Shot, save, rebound. Maya scores! Maya Jokanovic, the shot, the save. And there was Ava to puck the goal. And the Ponies take a 1-0 lead. And the time of the goal will be at the 2:53 mark. Ava had a goal against United here the other day, 2:53. And for Ava, I believe that's number 3. Yep, 3 goals on the season. Maya will get the assist, and she's got 3 assists on the season. 1-0 in favor of the Ponies. And off the draw, play to the far side boards and back into the Pony zone. And running around the near side boards, there's Claire Nolan trying to clear the zone. And she's taking the play on the forecheck by Roseville. And off in that far corner is Ava. Ponies regroup back behind their own net. Nolan spins away to get away from the forechecker, Michaela Arnold, on the near side. And I put a wireless mic down by that announcer, and it did not help. Trying to pick up. The acoustics here in the building are not the greatest. Nystrom right out front. Looking for Anderson. A shot from up top by Connaughton. That hit traffic in that high slot. Olivia has to go back to center ice. Connaughton goes left wing. And that in Anderson into the zone. Abby down the slot. Shot. And that is blocked and redirected to the far side boards by Ellie King, a freshman defenseman. From the point, a shot by Grace Howe. That one was wide. Against the left wing boards. And coming to center ice is Lexi DeBase, junior winger inside the Pony zone. Lexi taking another play by Connaughton. And the Ponies send it away to center ice. All by her lonesome. Here's Gina Jablonski. Shot. And that hits traffic. Jablonski, Anderson, and Padawato out there for the Ponies. Jablonski potted her 8th goal of the year against St. Paul United here the other night. And here come the Raiders, right to left and out to center ice for Lexi. Lexi to base into the Stillwater zone to her backhand. And a backhand shot, and in front of the net, cleared away by Gracie. Gracie Howe. We got Gracie Arkell and Gracie Howe. Ponies from their own side of the red line, and they'll ice the puck. 12:29 to go. Here in a 1-0 first period in favor of the Ponies. Travis Monroe running the show here from the skating center. Of course, the beautiful John Rose Oval just outside this building. They still got the Christmas lights up, decorating the trees. It's beautiful. As play inside the Stillwater zone. Sophie Schuster out there on defense. Plays it up the left wing for Lauren Eden. Eden has her pass picked up and carried on by Claire Nolan from center ice. Claire has a poke check to away. Loose puck at the Roseville blue line. Picked up by Aaron Swanson. Swanson into the Pony zone. Sends it down wide of the goal and back behind that. We got a penalty to be called, I believe, against the Stillwater Ponies. And the penalty time will be at the 4:55 mark. And looks like Sophie Schuster's going to sit for a couple minutes. And an interference call against number 27, our freshman defenseman. Face off to the left of Bouzet inside the Stillwater zone. And the penalty killers, of course, that's Jablonski and Anderson. And on defense is Connickson. And I believe, who's the other defenseman? Howe. There's a shot from the point and a save by Bouzet. Casey makes the save into the midsection, holds on to get a whistle. The Roseville power play, they've got 11 power play goals on the season. Lexi DeBase has a couple. Ellie Capetti has 2. Madison Gaffney has 2. And from the point, it's held in by the Raiders. There's a bad angle shot. Scoring off that wing. Near side, I believe it was Lexi DeBase. And if that is the case, Lexi has her 3rd. And the Roseville Raiders have their 12th power play goal of the season to make it 1-1. And the time of the goal, it'll be the 5:09 mark of the period. And if it is for Lexi DeBase, that would be her 7th goal of the year and her 3rd power play goal of the season. Again, I'll try to pick up the scoring from our public address announcer. As the puck back down inside the Stillwater zone. Connickson going back. Back behind her on it. And sounded like Madison Gaffney got the assist on that goal. We're going to have to reposition that wireless mic between periods. And Roseville from their own end plays it up the boards and back down into the Stillwater zone. Now 1-1. And the clock just closing in on the 11-minute mark. Roseville getting their first goal of this series. Ponies won on a 4-0 shutout back home. And walking it out of her own zone, the co-captain, Connickson, coming to center ice. Around 1, around 2, into the zone. Down the left wing, and it's poke checked away there by Ellie King. King back behind her own net, goes wing near side for DeBase. Off her stick, held in by Nola. Down low in the corner for Ava Jurkanovic coming out front. Shot saved there by Leto. Madison catches into the midsection, holds on to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. And our first goal was Ava from Maya. And Ava picking up her 3rd goal of the year. Face out to the left of the sophomore goaltender, Madison Leto. 6-8-1 her record. 3.28 goals against average. Save percentage of around 89%. Lexi Legday playing that far point will hold the offensive zone. Maya Jurkanovic against that back wall with the puck, and it's taken away. And coming back the other way on the walk, coming to center ice is Ashley Olsen. Olsen into the Pony zone, coming down that left wing. Or correction, that's Sierra Colbart, number 11. The number's a little bit tough to read. We're down at one end of the arena. Ponies with the puck and cleared out to center ice for Ava Jurkanovic. Pass from Maya, picked off, and Ellie King into the Pony zone. Down the left wing. As King goes down low off to that corner, being chased there by Claire Nolan. Nolan takes the forward out of the play, and the Ponies clear the line and out to center ice. Coming back, 1-on-2 into the zone. Maya Jurkanovic with a shot and later with a save. And she will hold on to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Other girls' games tonight, Chaska, Chanhassen, and Holy Angels. St. Francis, Adanuka, Hill Murray, and Blaine. How about this? Blaine Bengals 2, Hill Murray nothing. That's a first period score up at the Fogarty Arena. That will be a big upset. The face-off, and here come the Raiders right to left, back the other way, and send it to the offensive zone. And back down low, back behind that, puck in the near corner in the Stillwater zone. And there's Hannah Disted with Ellie Granovsky and Elena Wall out there for the Raiders. And to center ice, here comes Lauren Enid. Enid to the near side wing and swept away. And Morgan Waller's fans had to dump in, but there's Enid to fire it into the offensive zone. As Ali Capetti back behind her own net. Morgan Waller's on the forward check, but it is Capetti to hold on, sends it away to center ice. Nice pick up there by Connickson. And the Raiders almost had a 2-on-0. Connickson to dump it into the Roseville end right down below us around the far side boards. And it's cleared up the wall by Gaffney. Madison gets it down to center ice. Connickson will send it in. She'll head for the bench. Ponies touch up. Back for the puck is Capetti up along the far side boards. This time it's Abby Potawatomi to hold it in for Jablonski. Feeds into the slot, but no red there. And coming back is McKenna Arnold. Clears the red line into the Pony zone. Coming down the near side wing against Claire Nolan. Comes out front. Loose puck right up front. There's a shot. And big scramble in front of the net. Oh, the Raiders had a whole net to shoot at as Casey was down, making the initial save. Up behind that Stillwater net into the slot. Cleared to the far side boards. And here come the Pony. Jablonski ahead for Padawanda. 2-on-3. Abby with Hannah Anderson. Shots on goal. And Madison Lato to make the save. Jablonski goes up top to the point. And nobody home. It is Claire Nolan to send it into the offensive zone. And backward again is Allie Capetti. Capetti go breakout pass to center ice. Coming off the boards and over skidded there by Cassidy Jones. Into the offensive zone. Sierra Colbart with a shot blocked. Sent away to center ice. Gella. Headman pass into the zone. Abby Hagbert with a shot. Saved by Lato. And the puck off into the near corner. Played up the boards and the base gets it out to center ice. Claire Nolan back. Goes left wing far side behind Cassidy. And again, it is Ashley Olsen back in her own zone. And out to center ice. It's deflected off the wing or the stick of Maya Gardner and up and out of play. Clock shows 7:38 to go here in the first period. And again, it's 1-1. Other games going on tonight. Girls hockey, Benilde St. Margaret's of Bloomington Jefferson. North Metro up in Isante to take on the Blue Jackets of Cambridge Isante. Puck is dropped. The Raiders with a puck and played up the board by Lauren Disted. There's Hannah Disted. There's Lauren Disted. Hannah's the junior. Lauren's the 8th grader. And sent in the offensive zone by Connickson. Olivia after it back behind the net. As Connickson is now taking the play on a double team. Raiders to the line. It's held in. A blast there by Nystrom. And that hits traffic. And deflected to the far side boards. Cassidy Jones that's taken away. And then rubbed out along the boards by Disted. That's Lauren Disted. Here comes the base once again. Up the near left wing. Clear center ice on her backhand. Into the Pony zone. Backhand shot wide. And it's kicked away by Bouze off into the near corner of the Stillwater zone. Against the near side boards up to the half wall. And it comes into the circle. There's a shot. Bouze with a save rebound. Right out front. Claire Nolan sends it away to center ice. Tipped out to center by Lauren Gella. Sent back into the zone by Capetti. And the Ponies have to go back. Nystrom. Cleo coming out that far side door. Nystrom off the left wing boards. Looking for Ava. She overskates. Nystrom overskates. And the puck free. Maya into the offensive zone. Jokanovic puts it down low on a bouncing puck. And Capetti to clear it away. And up the right wing board for Madeline Phil. She's a junior. She plays on that third line, alternating with Hannah Disted. Puck at center ice. Nystrom again. Nystrom goes wing near side. Too far for Ava. And back for the puck is Ellie King for the Roseville Raiders. Again, wearing the Oakland colors here tonight from the point. Lexi Lingday will hold it in for Stillwater. Maya Jokanovic in on the forward check. And pass ahead for Madison Gaffney. Gaffney has it taken away. Nice job. Taken away by Hannah Affolter with a shot. And that is deflected wide of the goal. Far side boards. Gaffney coming out to center ice. 2-on-3. And through the skates of Hannah Disted and down inside the Stillwater zone. Nolan first person back for the Ponies. Up along the boards for Morgan Wohlers. Wohlers rubbed out along the wall right in front of the scorer's table. And it finally comes free. And the Ponies have to go back in their own zone to regroup. And walked out of the zone by Ligday. Off the stick of Lauren Enan. Still loose and neutralized. A couple Ponies collide into the zone as Morgan. Wohlers with a shot. That is blocked by Capetti. And alley up along the far side board for Izzy Larson. She clears the zone and out to center ice. Ponies have to go back. Here's Olivia Connickson. Backhands it up the wall. Jablonski into the zone. She's offside. Came into the zone but left the puck outside at the door. And that's an offside called against Stillwater. Clock shows 5:07 to go in a 1-1 first period. And getting the goal, Lexi DeBase for the Raiders. And Ava Yukanovich getting the lone goal of this first period for the Ponies. And the Stillwater Ponies win the draw. Connickson back behind her own net. Play 54 minutes. She gets at least 34 minutes of ice time. Puck's in all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing call. Nope, it is the Raiders to touch it last. Far side boards. Roseville's own Jablonski out front, right through the skates of Padawan and back out to neutral ice. Ray Sarkel back for Stillwater. Rink wide for Connickson. And Olivia banks it off the wall a little bit too far for Padawan, but Jablonski holds his own. Nope. Offside. It came just out, and Jablonski came back into the offensive zone. And that'll be an offside against Stillwater. Again, 2-0 your final in the JV game as Elena Tensky got both of our goals, the young freshman. Here's Gaffney, Arnold, and Larson for Roseville. Take it away. Hannah Anderson in that slot. She tried to go to her backhand, and she lost it. Arkell from the point. Rink wide Connickson. Shot up over the net. And the rebound off that back wall. Jablonski taking another play. And here comes McKenna Arnold back for Roseville. And from neutral will set it into the offensive zone as Connickson will go back for it for the Stillwater Ponies. Rubbed out along the boards on a double team. Comes free. Jablonski on the move to center ice. Jenner, a leading scorer. 8 goals on the year. Into the zone. Drop pass for Hannah Anderson. And it's poke checked away by the defense and sent all the way back out to neutral. Nolan and the Ponies get onside. They do. Jablonski into the zone. Oh, again, Gina's offside. 3 times she's been just about a smidge offside. A smidge is between a half an inch and an inch. Face off at neutral. And the Ponies had a 3-on-1. And now they're going to rule the face-off coming at the red line. Hagberg, Gella, and Jones out there for Stillwater. Face-off won by the Ponies and Cassidy Jones. And at the line, Cassidy sends it into the zone, carried right back out. And coming back the other way on the move is Ali Granofsky into the Stillwater zone. Gets around Claire Nola. Back behind the Pony net, puts it out front. Right side of the cage, or the right side of the cage. And Casey reaches around the pipe, holds on to get a whistle. And a stoppage of play. Other games tonight, girls hockey Blake at Centennial. Holy Family Waconia at Titina Grace. Maple Grove down in Caston at the Dodge County Arena. Cretin-Durham Hall and Forest Lake. Irondale and Moundsville. And, of course, our game here. And off the draw in the near face-off circle, Stillwater zone. Nolan, the headman, pass to center for Ava. Ava Yukanovich coming up that left wing into the offensive zone, coming down the wing, walking in on goal, forced back behind the net. Out of the near corner, goes up, tap to the point for Nolan. Claire with a shot, tip right on goal by Nystrom. Save, rebound right in front, to score! This time it's Maya Yukanovich. Nystrom, or actually Nolan took the shot. Nystrom tried to pop it in, and then Ava Yukanovich, or Maya Yukanovich, got in the goal for the Ponies, and the time of the goal will be 13:49. And number 25 has her first goal of the season, and give Nystrom and Claire Nolan the assist on the 2-1 goal in favor of the Ponies with 3:11 to go. Now Nolan took the shot, and Lado made the save. Nystrom took another shot. Lado made the save, and a third time it was Maya to tech it into the back of the net. As the Raiders sent it in to the Stillwater zone. Claire Nolan to get to it first. Left wing for Ava Yukanovich. And it comes free into that far face-off circle. And on the move, coming to center ice. Played out to center by Sophie Schuster. Dumped right back into the offensive zone. Oh, they're going to give the second assist to Ava Yukanovich. Down to about the 2.5-minute mark of this first period. 2-1 in favor of the Ponies. And puck at center ice. One person tap against the boards and send into the offensive zone. DeBase has to go back, reaches back, and now she sends it into the Stillwater end. Leg day, or is that Sophie Schuster? Sophie to get to it first. Plays it ahead of the line and out to center ice. Dumped back in. That'll be delayed offside. Lexi DeBase was in the zone as the puck was sent in to the Stillwater end. Nystrom and one of the Raiders are tied up right in front of that Stillwater bench and across the way. It'll take a look at standings and also the section matchups coming up during our first period break. Other games, we mentioned Benilde St. Margaret's at Jefferson, SPA, the United, and a big hockey game. St. Paul United at Breck. Top, let's see, number 1 against number 3 in the state. And they both come from the same conference along with Blake. The top 3 teams in the the IMAC conference are also ranked 1, 2, 3 in the state of Minnesota in Class 1A. In the Roseville zone, and going down is Heffelter. And out the center, Madison Gaffney into the Pony zone and puts it down the line. Nice back checking by Grace Howe to break it up. Puck in the near corner. Morgan Wohler jumps in, pops it free. Loose back behind Casey, and there's Howe again. Gracie comes out the far side door, up the left wing, played out to center ice. And coming back is Wohlers. Wohlers into the zone for Heffelter, and Hannah sends it down low. Goes after it, gets to it first out front, but nobody home. Connickson from the point will hold the offensive end at the half wall, and it goes up top to the point. Connickson again will hold it in. And on the forecheck is Lauren Eden, and back behind the Roseville net. There's Ellie King for the Raiders up along the far side boards, looking for Izzy Larson. Broken up on the Ponies. Good forechecking in the offensive end. Along the near side boards, nobody there. Grace Howe retreats to center ice as we have 1 minute to go in this first period, 2-1 in favor of the Ponies. Anderson sends it in, and the pass hit the linesman. Otherwise, we could have had a 2-on-1. Here's Padawanda. Goes up top to the point for Claire Nolan. Nolan with the shot, and it hit traffic out front. Rebound side of the goal, shot by Jablonski, and a save by Leda. And the rebound cleared off the near side boards and out to center ice by Ashley Olsen, one of the captains of the Raiders. And Roseville into the offensive zone. And the puck comes free. Ponies could have a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Anderson, Jablonski, back to Hannah. In on goal, fires. Oh, and a save by Leto. And a pop overhead of Jablonski. Puck in that far corner. And up the slot, Lexi DeBase coming for Roseville. And she'll send a rink wide far side. And coming into that offensive zone is Maya Gartner. And up in the corner, puts it right through the low slot to the near side boards in the Roseville zone. As into the forecheck is DeBase. Back behind Casey Bouzet. And cleared far corner, Jablonski to pick it up. And that'll do it. The horn sounds, and that's the end of 1 period of play. Your Stillwater Ponies leading by a score of 2-1. Recapping the scoring, and the Ponies got on the board first at the 2:53 mark as Eva Jokanovic got her 3rd goal of the year from Maya Jokanovic. The Raiders tied it up at 5:09 on a power play goal, their 12th power play goal of the year. And I think the shots on goal, I think were 10-8. Anyway, getting the goal, Lexi DeBase picking up her 7th goal of the year with an assist from Madison Gaffney. It was 1-1. Ponies got the lead back at the 13:49 mark as Maya Jokanovic got her 1st goal of the year with an assist from Nystrom and a 2nd assist from Ava Jokanovic. And that's where we stand. 2-1 Ponies here at the end of the first period. Again, unofficially the shots on goal in 10-8 in favor of Stillwater. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back with more from the Roseville Skating Center after this timeout here on Club 1220 KLBB. Audio and video streaming online at tjsportsonline.net. And again, you want you sharing company here on this Thursday night. Suburban East Conference Girls Hockey here on Club 1220 KLVB, brought to you by Stillwater Family Dental. They sponsor the Pony pregame show, also brought to you by Mike and the crew at Stillwater Motors up there on the hill. And also brought to you by Pro-Life across Minnesota, brought to you by the First National Bank, River Falls, Bob Smith and the crew. And also brought to you by RBC Wealth Management downtown. And we also want to thank our sponsors who make the broadcast possible on VAC TV Channel 15. We'll be back home next Tuesday when the Stillwater Pony Boys will take on Lakeview North. And we'll be back on cable. Lakeview Hospital, Stillwater Medical Group, all part of the Health Partners Network. Also brought to you by the Girls Hockey Boosters. And that's Jason Ligday and company. Lift Bridge Company, Causes Grills, Lenton and Breton Orthodontics, and Twin City Orthopedics. The Ponies and the Raiders for the second time this season. Stillwater winning the first go-around by a score of 4-0 at the Rec Center. Before the holidays, mentioned the junior varsity team with another shutout. And getting the shutout for the Ponies, the other half of our goaltending tandem, Marissa Lunzer picking up the shutout. The other goaltender, of course, is Grace Roski. Getting the 2 goals for the Ponies, Elena Tansky with an assist from Emma Salmi. And Haley Etter-Zedlick got the assist and the couple of goals. We gave you the rest of the games going on around the metro area. And do we have any updates? And it looks like the Pioneers might get knocked up. Second period, Blaine 3 and Hill Murray 1 in girls hockey. Looking back to a Tuesday, in addition to the St. Paul United Stillwater game, Cretin-Durham Hall defeated Park Cottage Grove 3-1. And it was White Bear Lake shutting out Woodbury 4-0. And it was Wednesday night, Forest Lake defeating Eastridge by a score of 4-0. Other games tonight, we mentioned Cretin-Durham Hall and Forest Lake Irondale and Moundsview. The standings right now in the Suburban East Conference. Moundsview, the Mustangs are 11-3. Cretin-Durham Hall 10-2. And then Forest Lake with 9 wins. Eastridge now 8-5. And then White Bear Lake, Stillwater, Roseville, Park Cottage Grove, and Woodbury. As we look across the rest of the East Metro, and in girls hockey, and games going on tonight. Let's see, Hill Murray and Blaine. We mentioned Blaine leading that one by a score of 3-1. It's the only game tonight involving the Metro East. Friday night, Woodbury at South St. Paul. Saturday, Dodge County coming up to Aldridge to take on the Pioneer girls. North Tartan will be at Grand Rapids Greenway. Henry Sibley at Hastings, Ordo at South St. Paul. And Chisago Lakes will be at Simley. Hill Murray 8-0 in conference and 17-4 overall. And likely the number 1 seed in Section 4 in girls hockey. Matamidi is a distant second with 3 losses. Hastings 5-4. Then South St. Paul, Simley, North Tartan, and Henry Sibley. The sections are just around the corner, Section 4. And the quarterfinals will be at Aldrich Arena on Saturday, February 11th. 2 games in the afternoon, 2 at night. And I printed out the QRF. Now you heard Coach Lee Gillespie mention in our pregame chat that they don't go by QRF, but they go by head-to-head and the coach's decisions. But if I went by QRF, and that means strength of schedule, the Section 4 tournament, Hill Murray would be the number 1 seed. Moundsview would be number 2. White Bear Lake 3. And the Stillwater Ponies would be 4. And followed by North Tartan. So the Ponies' opening round opponent could be the Pullers or Titans or whatever their co-op team name is, North Tartan. And that'll be at Aldrich Arena. Roseville is number 6. Then Irondale and Woodbury. Other QRFs in Section 1, Lakeville South, the number 1 ranked team. And by a wide margin, they're 16-5. In Section 2, Eden Prairie is the arguably the number 1 seed. In Section 3, it would be Egan. And in Section 5, Maple Grove. And it'll be, if Blaine knocks off Hill Murray tonight, Blaine could be that number 1 seed in Section 5 AA. In Section 6 AA, the number 1 team of the St. Theodina Hornets, far and away the number 1 seed, Cretin-Durham Hall, would be number 2. That's right, the Raiders got moved to the West Metro when it comes to section playoff times. They're no longer in Section 4. They are in Section 6 AA. Section 7 AA, And it'll be either Elk River Zimmerman or Grand Rapids Greenway as the number 1 seed. Forest Lake could sneak in depending on the results of their last few games. And in Section 8 AA, Brainerd Little Falls, and they are 20-2 on the season and 10-1 in their conference. I think, what is that, the Mariucci Conference? St. Cloud is a distant second, and then Roseville. So again, dates for the Section 4 tournament. On Saturday, February 11th, the quarterfinals, all 4 games at Aldrich. And then Tuesday night, February 14th, it'll be the semifinals with the section championship game coming up on February 17th. That'll be a Friday night with the state tournament to follow the following week at the XL Energy Center. Turning attention to the rest of the Stillwater Pony schedule on a light Thursday night. And let's see, we've got the gymnastics team. They are hosting Forest Lake tonight at the high school. Swimming and diving team, number 3 in the state. They are hosting Park Cottage Grove tonight at the junior high pool. The wrestling team, and they are hosting Park tonight at the high school. And let's see, the alpine skiing team, they're at Afton Alps. I saw the rankings coming out for Nordic skiing, and the Stillwater Pony boys and the Stillwater Pony girls are both ranked number 3 in the state. So swimming and diving, number 3. And the skiing, number 3. And the Ponies, with that loss to Eden Prairie, they might drop to maybe number 3 or 4 in the polls. We'll take a look at that between periods. And right now it looks like Hill Murray will be the number 1 seed in the state. Also on Friday, let's see, basketball. In White Bear Lake, the common opponent, the girls will be hosting the Bears at the high school. And the boys varsity basketball team, they will be at White Bear Lake to take on the Bears. Swimming and diving, the varsity true team, the state tournament coming up on Saturday, January 28th at the University of Minnesota Aquatic Center. And the swimming and diving team ranked number 3 in the state, as mentioned. And the surface has been resurfaced. And that means the referees coming back and the teams coming back. And we'll have second period action here from the Roseville Skating Center after these reminders. This is Pony Hockey on Club 1220 KLBB and online at tjsportsonline.net. Back in 2. Well, the Pony boys hockey team is off tonight, but there are a number of other schools here in the Suburban East Conference that are in action tonight. Let's knock us off the air. Yeah, we're still working. There we go. Thought I lost my broadband card. No other games going on tonight around the East or the Suburban East Conference. And it is Mounds View at Whitebear Lake tonight. Roseville is at Cretin-Durham Hall, and Park is at Woodbury. And do we have any other scores? Let's see if we can find that as I scroll down. And we'll get to those scores between periods, but at least coming down to our conference. And a lot of scores tonight. And Roseville and Cretin-Durham Hall, no score from the Highland Arena. Nothing in. Forest Lake is at Duluth East tonight. East Ridge and Charlton, and no score there. Monsby and Whitebear Lake, no score as well. We'll get to those between periods, but right now back to the action. 2-1 in favor of the Stillwater Ponies. And Casey will defend the goal to our right, and Madison Latham will defend the goal to our left. And the puck is dropped, loose and neutralized, and sent into the Pony zone. Coming down that wing far side is Izzy Larson, but taken away by Connaughton. Goes left wing near side boards for Padawan. Abby tips it to the line, and tied up against the near side boards right at the Stillwater blue line. And there are 4 people there, and Olivia Connaughton takes control. Connaughton back into her own zone. Rink wide for Gracie. Grace Howe. Howe far corner. Back behind the net. Near corner for Connaughton. Olivia banks it off the wall to the line and off the stick of Aaron Swanson and down ice. And that'll be no icing. As back for the puck is Allie Capetti. Capetti is senior defenseman. Puck back behind the net right out front. And a scramble in front of the cage. And it comes free to the near side boards. Picked up by the Pony offensive zone. Shot by Anderson. That hits bodies in front. Latham back behind that. There's Padawan for Jablonski. And off her stick. Gene is brought down. No call. Come on. And the puck against the far side boards. And it is taken away by the Raiders and out to center ice. And Jablonski takes down one of the Raiders. And we have an icing call against Stillwater. A correction against the Raiders. And the faceoff all the way back down at the Roseville end. Roseville after tonight. And let's see, who do they have left down their schedule? And they've got Cretin-Durham Hall at the Highland Arena on Saturday. Home to Whitebear Lake on the 2nd. And at East Ridge on Saturday, February 4th. And off the face-off inside the Roseville zone into the far corner. They'll go left wing looking for Lexi DeBase. DeBase to center ice. She has the Roseville goal. Claire Nola in her own zone. Clears it out to neutralize as Apfolter coming back. Coming with Wohlers and Enon. And side of the goal. Apfolter, Hannah still in control. Puts it out front. Right out front, Morgan. And can't get a shutoff. And there's Lauren Enon trying to get a shutoff. And she was tied up. And the puck is poked free into center ice. Schuster goes right wing for Hannah Apfolter. Tries to dump it in. Broke it up. Back forward. Morgan Wohlers, our young 8th grader, playing on the varsity for the last couple of weeks. Here comes Sophie Schuster. Plays it to an open wing and all the way down the ice. And it'll be an icing call against Stillwater. Mentioned Lauren Enid on that shift. And I want to say hi. Actually, they're in the stands tonight. Lauren Enid's grandpa and grandpa are regulars at Stillwater Pony games. And had a chance to visit and meet them here before the hockey game. And they are very appreciative of the broadcast here on the radio and on television during the season when they can't make it. So a hello to the Enon family from the broadcast crew. As off the faceoff, there's a shot saved by DeBase. Rebound. And Casey with another save. Casey Bouze with 2 shots or 2 saves. As right on the doorstep. It was not DeBase, it was Hannah Distad, the freshman. Lauren Distad, the defenseman, and Hannah's the forward. And Hagberg lost the draw. It comes up top to the point. Played down low in front of that. Broken up there by Hagberg. And sent away and out to center ice by Lauren Gillett. Roseville touches up. Ellie King sends it into the Stillwater zone. Connaughton to get to it first. And poked away from her against the near side boards. Hagberg to the point, but not out. Into that high slot. There's Elena Wall with a shot. Casey with the save and holds on. I haven't mentioned her name too often tonight. Elena Wall, junior. And this is a young team for Coach Vic. Well, they have 1, 2, 3, 4 seniors out of their top 20 in club for the Raiders. And 7 wins on the year. The Ponies with 8. Shot from the point. Hits bodies in front of Bouze. Loose in front of that. Picked up by Arkell. A hand for Gella and out to center ice. Back for it is Ellie King. Gella takes care of her right in front of the Pony bench. And the puck free. Roseville coming left, right, back into the offensive zone. Arnold will send it down low. Connaughton will get to it first. Backhands it up the wall for Gella. Gella's pass for Cassidy Jones never got there. Free to neutral. Raiders touch up and dump back into the Stillwater end. We've played 3 minutes of the second period. 2-1 Stillwater. As Cassidy Jones is center ice. Poke checked away. Bouncing puck at neutral. Cleared by King. A correction by Capetti. And that's broken up and now sent into the Stillwater zone. Arkell turns and heads up the middle and pass ahead. Nystrom into the offensive zone. Nystrom top of the circle. Shot way wide. And the deep rebound up the far side board. The base clears the line. And it is cleared to center ice by the Raiders. And it's like Madison Gaffney and the Raiders are going for a line change. Loose puck and neutral ice coming off the board. There's Maya Jokanovic. Backhands it into the offensive zone. Maya's got one goal. Abett's got the other goal for the Ponies. Puck against the near side boards in the Roseville end. And Nystrom sitting out front. And a centering pass from behind the net. And it never got to Nystrom, but deflected on goal. And Madison later will hold on to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. So we go Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, just about the rest of the season for girls and boys hockey for the Stillwater Ponies. Boys hockey on Saturday, boys hockey next Tuesday at home against Lakeville North. Nystrom fans on a pass. Got double team, got down. Ava with a shot that's wide. Rebound Maya out of the corner. Out front, Ava redirect. And there is a save by Lato. Russ scramble in front of the net. And the puck comes straight to line and at the center ice. That line of Cleopatra and the two Jokanoviches have made magic here tonight. Right in front of Casey Bouzet. Taken away by Maya. Ahead for Ava. Ava coming back 2-on-2. Sends it into the zone. She'll peel off and head for the bench. And the Raiders going back. Aaron Swanson up along the near side boards and played out to center ice. And cleared by Hannah Disted to the Pony blue line. Paduano, the puck got her stick. And trying to find a winger to pass to. She gets double teamed, but holds on to a nice backhand move. As Paduano at the Raider blue line into the zone is Jablonski. She is tripped up and goes down near face-off circle. Four-person tap. And it's dug free. And back behind the net is Elena Grodnowski. Goes left wing far side and out to neutralize. Backing up is Lexi Legday into her zone for Connickson. Headman pass off the stick of Jablonski. Again, cleared to neutralize. Out again, there's Olivia taking control into the zone, down the left wing. Connickson splits the double team, but left the puck at the doorstep. And the puck cleared to the blue line, not out. Ponies hold it in. Jablonski and Anderson trying to get possession against the near side boards. Here's Paduano in the slot shot, and it's just wide. Almost was tipped in by one of the Raiders' sticks as it was looking for top shelf. And it was tipped away at the last second by Aaron Swanson. Connickson back in her own zone. Ponies spread the ice. Anderson from neutral. Here comes Hannah out the middle. Coming down that right wing. Drop pass for Jablonski. Back to Hannah. The pass never got there. Cleared by Aaron Swanson back behind the net. Takes a rebound right out front. Saved by Leto. Shot there taken by Connickson. And that hits bodies. And it comes free to neutralize. Grace out. Places it to an open wing. Far side. In front of the Pony bench and sent all the way down the ice. That one should be icing. And it is icing the call against Roseville. As we check the clock, 11:08 to go here in the second period, 2-1 in favor of the Stillwater Ponies. Hill Murray and Maple Grove at Aldrich Arena just underway, first period, and no score. This is boys hockey. It's the only score I have right now on the boys' side of the ledger. Again, the Ponies are off tonight after they had hard-fought win over Malameda the other night. As played up the near side board, that doubleheader we had for you on Tuesday. Girls losing to St. Paul United, and the Ponies getting back on the winning side of the ledger after that loss to Eden Prairie at Hockey Day. Puck back behind the Roseville net. And there's Morgan Wohlers, double team, loose puck near circle. Cleared but not out. From the point, it's held in by Schuster. Sophie walks it down the near side board, plays it down low off into the corner. And back behind her own net is Ashley Olsen, junior defenseman. Olsen up along the wall to the line. Schuster again to hold the zone for Stillwater. Off the boards, Raina Lauren with a shot, and it's wide. Off that back wall to the far point. Claire Nolan sends it down low off into the corner. And here comes Morgan Wohlers right out front. Morgan with a shot, a weak one. Save, rebound, lead and shot saved by Lato. As Lauren was right there for the rebound. Puck cleared out of the zone and out the center. Nolan sends it back in. Ponies touch up. Everybody's on side. As Coach Lee Gillespie will go with the line change as the Raiders coming left to right. Include the 10-minute mark of this hockey game in this second period. And the puck back down in the Pony zone. Nolan gets to it first for Schuster in the near corner. turns to her forehand and goes right wing far side for Gilla. Lauren clears the red line. Gilla into the offensive zone, got double teamed. Hagberg, though, to hold the offensive end and sends it down low off in the corner for Cassidy. Cassidy Jones, she's tied up along that back wall by a double team as well. Picked up and put out front. Shot just wide from in that slot, taken by Lauren Gilla, and that one was just wide. Ponies outshot the Raiders 10-8 in that first period. Hagberg coming back for Stillwater in her own end. Leaves it there for Connickson. And she almost put it in her own net. It was deflected right out front. Casey has to cover up and hold on. Olivia was going to just backhand it off that back wall and break it out. And it was deflected right on the post, and Casey had to be quick on the short side to cover up. That could have snuck in between the post and her pads. Olivia would have been called for scoring out her own goaltender. Face off to the left of Casey Bouzet, our junior goaltender. She and Olivia, of course, exchanging goaltending duties. And the Ponies with the puck. Connickson, our co-captain, bouncing puck to the line and kicked away to center ice. And into the offensive zone. Here comes Maya. Semi-breakaway. In a goal. Fires. Oh, what a save by Madison Ledoux. And the rebound right out front again. Here's the Maya again. And the shot deflected off into that far corner. Jokanovic again. That's Maya against the far side boards. Ava knocks it down. Maya out front for nice clear shot. Save. Rebound loose right out front. And swept away by the silver and blue. Or silver and gray. And from center ice, Roseville trying to get possession in their own zone. Has to go back in their own end. And on the forecheck is Maya Jokanovic. The Raiders to the line, but not out. This time it's held in by Ava. And now finally to neutralize. No, it is Connickson to hold it in. Great forechecking by the Ponies in the offensive zone. And back behind the Roseville net. Far side boards looking for Hannah Disted. Disted into that high slot. Cleared, but not out. Here's Nystrom. Tries to bounce it down front. And it popped up in the air and goes far corner. Raiders zone. Ponies have been in that offensive zone now for about 45 seconds. In the near face-off circle, finally comes up and it splits the defense and all the way down the ice. And a nice thing called against Roseville. Clock shows 7:56 to go in a second period. 2-1 Ponies. All three goals coming in the first period. Pony Hockey here on Club 1220 KLBV and online at tjsportsonline.net. By the way, if you go to the website, check out the link to our YouTube page, and there you will find Stillwater Pony girls and boys hockey games archived if you want to watch, or you can go online to vactv.org. And the on-demand schedule, you can watch Pony Hockey at your leisure. Into the offensive zone, Gaffney almost caught her teammates offside. Madison Gaffney, co-captain for the Raiders. Roseville back and Aaron Swanson back in her own zone. We haven't had a whistle for a while. Swanson sets up camp back behind Ledo and goes left wing far side. And coming back is Michaela Arnold. Arnold trying to go weak side. Lizzie Larson is taken away by Ligday. Lexa goes right wing for Anderson. Anderson coming up the far side board, looking for Jablonski. Broken up the Raider blue line. And into the offensive zone, and I think the Ponies were offside at the blue line. Well, they may have called a hand pass. Offside or a hand pass. But anyway, the face-off coming outside the Roseville blue line. By the way, too, you can call the office, BAC-TV, and order copies of these broadcasts that we've been doing. By the time sections are done, there's going to be about 35 games. And you can call 651-430-2921. I hope I got that right, Travis. 2921. Travis says, yeah, I think you're right. From the point, Roseville holding the offensive zone, playing catch up top. From the point, Ali Capetti on the wing, out front for Colbarn. Hit traffic right in front. And there's the base. Down low for Gartner. And taken away by Affolter. Hannah up along the dasher boards. Comes to the line. Held in by Roseville. Affolter again. And overskates the puck. But picking it up is Wohlers. Morgan Wohlers to center ice. From the red line. Pass ahead and off the stick of Lauren Enan. And out to neutral. Roseville back the other way. Tipped in the offensive zone by the Raiders. Sent in by Maya, or is it Maya? Maya Gartner. Junior winger. Right out front. The shot. Goal! A Barrett pass came right about the slot, and Michaela Arnold buried it. And the Raiders have tied it up. Time of this goal will be 10:38 of the second period. And getting the goal is Michaela Arnold. That is her third goal of the year. Pretty passing play from back behind the net. And so we've got a 2-2 hockey game. And we'll get the scoring. But again, Gaffney, correction, not Gaffney, but Arnold, Michaela, sophomore, getting her third goal of the year. The face-off at center ice between Hagberg and Madison Gaffney. And the face-up won by the Ponies. Howe and Connickson playing catch in their own zone. Connickson left wing for Jones. Jones clears the red line.
Number 5, Michaela Arnold. And the system 9, Mia Gardner at 10:38. Arnold.
So Gardner from, Gaffney from Gardner at 10:38. 2-2 hockey game with just under 6 minutes to go now in the second period. And the face-off just outside that Pony blue line. And that was just a faulty clear, and it came from behind the net, and wide open was Gaffney, and she beat Casey Bouzet going top shelf. Connickson near corner, her own end. Ahead for Jones. Cassidy on her backhand to the forehand into the offensive zone. Jones fires, then is blocked by traffic, and they go after it in the corner. As Lauren instead, along with Cassidy Jones. Puck up along the boards from the point. There's Connickson, Olivia with a shot through traffic, and it is deflected wide of the goal against the side of the cage. Later trying to reach around the pipe. Puck comes free at the half wall is Nystrom. Nystrom down to the corner, trying to put it out front, picked off by the Raiders, and they send it up the left wing, but nobody's there. And now coming back in the offensive zone is Michaela Arnold. Arnold down the wing with a shot, and it's one. Arnold with the goal that has tied it up. Coming back is Ava Jukanovic and out to center ice. Broken up by the Raiders. Capetti alley back into her own zone. Up the boards, held into the point by Connickson. Olivier from the near side boards, half wall. Bad angle shot way wide. And a deep rebound all the way out to neutral ice. And set into the Stillwater zone. And going back for it is Connickson. She and Grace Shao on defense. Drop pass for Grace in that far corner. Howe, far face-off circle. Plays it to an open wing, near side. Nobody home. And then it's broken up by Ava Jukanovic. And Ava into the offensive zone down the left wing. And she gets double teamed, manages to put it out front. Broken up by traffic. And it's free in the near face-off circle inside the Roseville zone. Back down low, back behind that. There's Ellie King for the Raiders. Taken away by the Ponies. Nystrom out front. Deflected the line. And Nystrom over skates trying to hold the offensive zone. And coming back. And here comes Madeline Thill, junior winger for the Roseville Raiders. Sent to the offensive zone by Ellie King. A bouncing shot. Casey had to go down to double pad it and keep it down to the net. And from the point, there's a bouncing puck out again. Bouzet has to cover up and hold on. That looked like a two-hopper right up the middle between the shortstop and second baseman into center field. Casey Bouzet, though, making the save. We have exactly 4 minutes to go in the second period. Again, 2-2 deuces and the board. Against that back wall, Pony zone. Up to the point, Capetti to hold it. And here comes Jablonski with Anderson. Lead pass for hand a little bit too far. Ponies had a 2-on-2. Schuster back in her own zone, paired with Claire Nolan on defense. Schuster out of the near corner. Sophie slowly up the middle. Plays it up the board. Pass behind Anderson. Hannah into the zone. Down that left wing on the backhand. And she's ridden out of the plank. Puck in the near corner. And it comes to the line and back the other way. Here come the Raiders. And on the move is Lexi DeBase. DeBase into the offensive zone. Down at the left wing. And we have offside. Maya Gardner offside at the Pony blue line. Saturday it'll be Park Cottage Grove and Stillwater. The Wolfpack and the Ponies from the Cottage Grove Ice Arena. Travis and I will double team you on Saturday night, 7:50 in a broadcast time. You're on Club 1220, KLBB, and online at TJ Sports Online. Down it. Ponies with the puck. Schuster Nolan back behind her own net. Up along the right wing for Morgan Wohlers. And she's tied up. Two other people join the fray. And it comes free and now pops to center. Wohlers coming up the right wing boards. Byron Lonesome, though, 1-on-3. Stopped to the blue line. Lost control and it's at center ice. And back checking the Ponies to break it up right in front of the Stillwater bench. And here's Michaela Arnold who sent it into the Stillwater zone. Schuster is back. On the forecheck there is Izzy Larson. Up along the near side wall inside the Roseville zone. We're at the Roseville Skating Center here tonight. Schuster out of her own zone. Soapy to center, right wing pass. Tipped into the offensive zone there by Affolter. And it comes to the line. Schuster with a shot way wide of the goal. And do we have a penalty handed out? Casey was heading to the bench, and we do. We've got our first penalty of the hockey game. And a cross-checking call against the freshman, 8th grade defenseman Lauren Disted. And Stillwater will go on the power play. And we have just the 5 power play goals on the season so far. Time for number 6, face-off inside the Roseville zone. Padawato, Jablonski, Anderson, Nolan, and Connickson. It's the power play unit. Shut off the face-off, saved by Leda. And the rebound back behind the Raider net, off the glass.
2 minutes for cross-checking.
Cross-checking was the call against Lower Distance. Ponies with the puck. They hold the zone. Yes, they do. Nolan backhands it down the near side boards. Jablonski in the corner, tries to put it out front. Deflected the line and out to center ice. And Olivia has to go back. Our quarterback of the power play. 2 minutes to go in the period. 1.5 minutes to go in the Stillwater power play. As they go left wing, Jablonski. Gina clears the red line. And she and Anderson collide and lost the puck. Who was going to go one way and who was going to go the other? A little miscommunication. Connickson from neutral ice has to circle back. Roseville aggressive on their penalty kill. Connickson left wing and by everybody. And they say no icing. It was touched by Roseville on the way in. And the puck along the far side boards. It's held in from the point by Connickson. They got the half wall. Jablonski taking another play. And the Raiders to pick it up and dump it all the way down the ice. About 50 to go on the clock. Sophie Schuster's back and taken onto the play. On the penalty kill by Izzy Larson, a correction by Ashley Olsen. And the puck out at center ice. We haven't had a shot on goal in this power play as Roseville sent it down inside the Stillwater zone. Olivia comes out that far side door, right up the middle. Our senior defenseman clears the red line. And a blast from the blue line. It's just wide. Deep rebound, far corner, and picked up and cleared by Arnold. Michaela all the way down the ice. And the Ponies will have to hurry to get one more possession in the offensive zone. Sophie Schuster with 20 seconds to go in the power play. 50 seconds to go in the period. Breakout pass to center for Jones. Cassidy into the offensive zone down the left wing. Jones with a shot. And that is blocked out front by Ali Capetti. Puck against the near side boards. Here's Schuster from the point. Rink wide. Shot Howe. That hits Stravic. Held in by Sophie. And plays it to an open wing. And picked up by Arnold. And clears it all the way down the ice. As Roseville is back at full strength. 2-on-1 coming back. And right out front. Shot. Oh, just over the net by Madison Gaffney. Raiders had a 2-on-1 down low. And Gaffney chipped it up over Casey. And over the net. Jones back. Cassidy into the zone. Fires. Pad save there by Lado. And the puck against the near side boards. 10 seconds to go here in the second period. Again, we're 2-2. And the puck back down inside the Stillwater zone. Claire Nolan will get to it first up along the glass. And there's Nystrom as the horn sounds. And we played 2 periods of Suburban East Conference hockey. And we're knotted up at 2. So this is wild. And the scoring, the only goal of that second period, tying it up was Michaela Arnold, getting her 3rd goal of the year with an assist from Maya Gardner. And that's where we stand in. And I can't quite pick up the shots on goal as both teams are heading back to the locker rooms. Our broadcast here tonight on Club 1220 KLBB. Brought to you by Stillwater Family Dental, Stillwater Motors, Pro-Life Across America, First National Bank, River Falls, and also brought to you by RBC Wealth Management. Of course, thanks to our cable television sponsor. They include Lakeside Hospital and the Stillwater Medical Group, part of the Health Partners Network, the Girls Hockey Boosters, with Jason Lingday, the president, the Lift Bridge Company, Kaz's Grill, Slatton and Moreton Orthodontics, and Twin City Orthodontics. Twin City Orthopedics. They're not dentists, they're orthopedic surgeons. 2-2 at the end of 2 periods of play. We'll take our first break as they head out. Oh, there's the check-a-puck. Everybody does it. We'll be back to the Roseville Skating Center after these reminders. Again, on Club 1220 KLBB and online at tjsportsonline.net. All right, thank you, Jeff. And welcome back here to the Roseville Skating Center. 2-2 at the end of two-time motion. Travis Monroe off to our left and getting us out in the air on our video stream. And making his maiden voyage back in studio at KLBB. Jesse Hartman doing a great job. Thank you, sir. As we take a look at the scoreboard, we only have one score in on girls hockey. They're not very businesslike about getting the girls score up. And Hill Murray Pioneers have come back. Third period, Hill Murray 3, Blaine 3. Now we're going to talk boys hockey here between the second and third period. And we've got a lot of games in progress. They're better at getting the scores into the hockey hub. And let's see, third period, Armstrong Cooper, the Wings at home at the New Hope Ice Arena, leading Irondale by a score of 2-1. And Blaine at Fogert Arena, third period, leading Andover by a score of 4-2 at the Buffalo Civic Center. And it is Buffalo 3, Princeton 1, third period. Egan and Burnsville 5, Egan 2 at the Burnsville Ice Center. That's a third period score. Second period score, Champlin Park 4, Spring Lake Park 1. And a third period score, Eastview 2, Rosemont 1. Lake Conference score, Braemar. Second period, Edina 2, Minnetonka 2. At the Moose Sheriff Ice Arena up in Monticello, the Magic. Home of the Magic in Monticello 2, Cambridge at Sani 2. That's the second period score. First period, Rogers on the road. And Chisaga Lakes leading North Branch by a score of 2-0. For North Branch, this is their first year as a solo team. They used to be a co-op team with St. Francis. Now they have separate teams for both boys and girls. And Lakeville South and Prior Lake 2-2. Third period, Dakota Ice Center. Alva Valley and Shakopee. Alva Valley leading the Sabres 4-1. That's the second period score. Hastings and St. Thomas Academy, no score. Osseo and Totino, no score. Other games tonight, Matamidi and Holy Angels. Anoka and Elk River, Lakeville North and Farmington. You'll see Lakeville North next Tuesday night at the Rec Center. 7:30 game, 7:15 broadcast time on Club 1220, KLBV, VAC TV Channel 15 here in the Valley and also online. And other games tonight, boys hockey, Wayzata and Hopkins. Chaska at Minneapolis at the Parade Ice Garden. Litchfield, Dasko, Cato, and Norcia, Saga Lakes, and St. Francis at East Bethel. And it is Maple Grove leading Hill Murray 1-0 at Aldrich Arena. That's a second period score. Mentioned Maple Grove, I believe, is the number one seed in their sections right now. North St. Paul at Polder Arena leading South St. Paul by a score of 4-1 in the Metro East. And Roseville and Cretan Durham Hall at Highland Arena, no score. Forest Lake up at the Heritage Sports Center in Duluth, taking on Duluth East. Heritage Sports Center right next to the Duluth Denfeld High School. Eastridge and Tartan at Tartan Arena, no score. Monsview and Whiteville Lake at Baptist, no score. Park Cottage Grove at Woodbury at Bielenberg, and no score. Here at 2-2. Ponies won the JV game by a score of 2-0. As Elena Tansky got both of the goals for Stillwater. As the girls are now off to a 16-6 start on the season. Very talented junior varsity team. And wanted to mention, too, I talked about the QRFs, or the rankings, that we head into tournament time here. The girls here in less than 2 weeks, and the boys in less than 3 weeks. Right now in Section 1, according to the QRF, but I know most sections will go by coaches' thoughts, but the QRF, I think, is pretty close. Lakeville South is far and away the number one seed right now in Section 1, followed by Lakeville North and Farmington. In Section 2, Eden Prairie is the number one seed right now in Section 2. And Minnetonka, these are, again, according to QRF, but again, seedings to be determined. So Section 2, Eden Prairie, Minnetonka, the top two. Section 3, Egan and Eastridge are the top two teams. In Section 4, right now, Hill Murray. And wait a minute, I've got the wrong ones. I've got the girls. I had the boys here. I'm wondering why that didn't quite sound right, some of those seeds. All right, scratch what I've just been talking about for the last 2 minutes. Boys hockey, here we go. Section 1, it is Lakeville North. Far and away the number one team in that section. Section 2, Eden Prairie. Number 1, followed by Holy Family. We'll see Holy Family out in Victoria to close out the season for the boys on February 18th. Section 3, AA. St. Thomas Academy with the best record at 12-4-1. Section 4 AA, top two teams, Hill Murray and Stillwater. And the more things change, the more they stay the same. Hill Murray and Stillwater could face each other again in the section final. White Bear Lake is then third, and then Woodbury. Section 5, Centennial and Maple Grove, the top two teams in that section. Section 6 AA, Edina and Cretin-Durham Hall, the top two teams in that section. And the Ponies get Cretin-Durham Hall in the later stages of this season at the Rec Center. Section 7 AA, Elk River and Grand Rapids are the top two teams in that section. In Section 8, and boy, a flat-footed tie right now between St. Michael, Albertville, the Knights, and the Spartans of Moorhead. And Roseville is a distant third. So those are the section rankings right now across the state of Minnesota in a boys hockey. And again, the tournament, the section tournament coming up. Well, let's see if the girls start their state tournament on the 25th, or let's see, it'll be the 23rd. And the boys are about 2 weeks after that for the state tournament. Let's see, the state tournaments go what? Girls hockey, wrestling, and then boys hockey, and then the two basketball state tournaments. And closer to home, instead of the sections, let's take a look at the standings in the Suburban East Conference. Stillwater 9-1, Cretin-Durham Hall number 2. And again, we will face them here in a couple of weeks. And then White Bear Lake number 3, then Moundsview number 4. In the Metro East Conference, the standings, Hill Murray at 7-0-1, playing Blaine tonight, 3-3, third period, the last score we had. And then a logjam after that between Matamidi, St. Thomas Academy, Target, South St. Paul, and North St. Paul, as all 5 of those teams are separated by about 1 game. Coming out today was the state rankings in the state of Minnesota in boys and girls hockey and the boys and girls basketball. And I got too many papers here trying to sort them out. I found them. Here we go. Calling for search. Basketball in Class 4A. Champlain Park, the Rebels, the number 1 team in the state at 13-0. Followed by Maple Grove and Lakefield North in Class 3A. The De La Salle Islanders, Dave Thorson's crew, ranked number 1 in the state, followed by Delano. Boy, Delano having a heck of a season in basketball, and both the boys and girls hockey teams. Marshall is number 3. Class 2A boys, Jalen Suggs and the Red Hawks of Minnehaha Academy. He's just a 9th grader and probably the best player in the state, not named Trey Jones. That is Section 3. Class 2A boys basketball. That's right, Class 2A boys basketball, Minnehaha Academy. In Class 1A, Minneapolis North, defending state champions, are number 1. Girls basketball, Class 4A, Hopkins number 1. Elk River undefeated, they're number 2. Then Apple Valley North and Eastview. In Class 3A, Holy Angels, the Co-Stars, are atop the rankings. Alexandra, Orono, Casa Matabele, and Winona will follow in that order. In Class 2A, hey, they don't play just hockey up there in Roseville. The Roseville Ram girls are 17-0, and they lead Sauk Center. Sauk Center, the Main Streeters, are number 2. Then Norwood Young America, Plainview Elgin Millville, and Watertown Mayor. Class 1A, Mountain Iron Beale, undefeated, ranked number 1 in the state. The Goodhue girls, number 2, and then Wheaton Herman Norcross, my mom's hometown. They are number 3 in the state. And I mentioned between the first and second period about the Stillwater Nordic ski teams. And the Stillwater boys are ranked number 3 in the state behind Minneapolis Southwest of Wayzata. And the girls Nordic ski team, they are also number 3. And they trail Armstrong and Ely in that particular poll. Mentioned too, the state swimming and diving true team championships coming up at the Aquatic Center at the University of Minnesota this weekend. Good luck to the Stillwater boys, ranked number 3 in the state. 2-2 at the end of 2. We await the referees and the teams. We'll have more from the Roseville Skating Center in 2 minutes. This is Suburban East Conference Girls Hockey on Club 1220 KLBB and online at tjsportsonline.net. And welcome back to the Roseville Skating Center. I'm Sam Wirchin, just about fully recovered from the marathon we call Hockey Day, Minnesota. It was a long day out there in the cold and wet and fog. Hey, the Hill Murray Pioneers have come all the way back. They're down 3-1 to the Blaine Bengals, now leading 4-3 with less than 4 minutes to go. And that's up at Fogarty Arena up there on Central. Off the face-off is Madison Lato to our right and Casey Bizet to our left. And the puck at center ice, Connickson and Grace Sauer, our defenseman. Anderson, Padawato, and Jablonski are forward line as Howe in her own zone up along the near side boards and up to center ice. Raiders get onside. Back into the zone is Izzy Larson. Larson taken away by Connickson. And Olivia back behind her own net. Connickson comes out the near side door. Olivia still in control. And she headmans the puck. And it's off the skate of Jablonski all the way down the ice. And back for the puck is Ali Capetto. Comes out front, trying to stuff it in is Abby. And take it away, and Lato is down. The puck is free. Jablonski couldn't find it. And the puck set away to center ice. Larson coming back 1-on-4 into the zone. And it's broken up by Grace Howe. Howe feeds it up the near right wing. Jablonski into the Raider zone. 2-2. Jablonski into that high slot. Down low for Anderson. Pass behind her. Jablonski turns and dumps it down low off into the near corner. After it on the forward check is Ava Yakunovich. Puck comes to the line and out to center ice. Played by Lacey DeBase and out to center. Puck was knocked down by high stick. No whistle. Schuster for the Ponies and out to center. Here comes Ava. Ava into the Raider zone. Down the slot. Draw pass. Cleo shot. Saved by Ledo. And the rebound to the far side boards and tipped to the line. And out to neutral ice. Schuster around the wall. Into the zone. 1-on-2. Sophie shot. Saved by Ledo. There's a rebound, but it's cleared away by the defense. And played off the boards and out to center ice. And the puck back down to the Roseville end. Behind the net. Cleared along the far side boards. And again, the Ponies holding it in. Dyster knocks down one of the Raiders. Laying on top of it there was Maya Gardner for the time being. Puck free right out front. Lexi DeBase to take it away. And feeds it here looking for Sierra Colbarn. And into the Pony zone. Nolan will get to it first. Plays it up to neutral ice. And turned back by Colbarn and sends it into the Stillwater zone. Clock shows 15 minutes to go in regulation. It's 2-2. Breakout pass too far for everybody. The pass from Nolan to Nysham. And it never connected. Icing call against Stillwater. Back down inside the Stillwater end. The JB winning their 16th game of the year against just 6 losses with a 2-0 shutout of Roseville. As Lena Tansky got both of the goals for Stillwater. And off the face-up. And they beat St. Paul United here the other night. Lost that tough 1-goal game to Minnetonka on Hockey Day at the Rec Center. There's a shot from right out front, and we've got a whistle. And Roseville may have been in the crease. Or did the net come loose? Or do we have penalties? And it was Roseville in the crease, according to the referee. So the faceoff will come outside the Stillwater zone. Granowski, Disted, that's handed Disted, Elena Wall, the forward line for the Raiders. And on defense is Ellie King and Ellie Kopetti. Stillwater the puck in their own zone. And walking it out of their own end. It is Howe out to center ice as Enan will send it into the offensive zone. Morgan Waller, first person in on the forecheck. Morgan against that back wall. Feeds it out front. It's flipped back behind Anna Highfelter. And Elena Wall coming to center ice. She'll dump it into the Stillwater zone. So Halfolter out there with Wolders and Lauren Enan. Center ice, near side board, right in front of the scorer's table. Loose puck backed off the glass and down ice. And they wave off the icing. And going back for the puck is Capetti. Brings it around the far side boards off the stick of Izzy Larson. It's held in by Jablonski and put back behind the Raider net. Padawato in on the forecheck along with Hannah Anderson. Goes up top to Nolan from the point. Snaps one off. That is blocked by Arnold. Michaela Arnold with one of the goals for the Raiders. The other goal going to Alexi DeBase. Back behind the young sophomore goaltender for Roseville. Taken away by Allie King. Hannah Anderson on her. At the half wall, Padawato to the point, Nolan. Back down low. Pass behind Anderson. Jablonski behind the net. Out front for Hannah Anderson. Scramble in front of that loose puck. And Madison Leda will kneel on top of it to get a whistle. And a stoppage of play with 13:26 to go here in the third period. And for Stillwater, their next game, they are at Whiteville Lake on Saturday. Badness Sports Center, 7:30 contest. We'll have no broadcast there. We'll be down in the Grove. My alma mater, Park and Stillwater and boys hockey. And off the draw, Roseville zone, far corner. And picked up and cleared the line, but not out by Gartner. Stillwater again holds the offensive zone. Anderson, puck at her skates, goes to her forehand. Walks in, out front for Jablonski, broken up by DeBase. Comes to the line, Nolan to hold it in. Here comes Anderson down the wing, out front for Janet, to the backhand. Anderson walks in and goes right down from behind. It's going to be a penalty. As soon as the Raiders touch the puck, Anderson was taken down. And we get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Anderson brought down. Roseville penalty called against Lauren Distad. That's her second penalty of the hockey game. Ponies with a chance right now on the power play. Ponies with the five power play goals, the one shorthanded goal. And Coach Gillespie has out the big unit. All seniors. Anderson, Paduano and Jablonski, Connickson, and Nolan. Now they're going to bring the face-off out of the zone. Since when? Penalty. And you face it off in the opponent's defensive end. They're going to bring it out to center ice. Okay. As the face-off in neutral and sent into the Pony zone, sent down the ice by Granowski. There's the quarterback. Connickson back behind her on it. Goes left wing far side, too far for Jablonski. They're going to wave off icing. Raiders had a chance to get to it. Ellie King back behind her on it. She finds an opening and she'll send it all the way down the ice. Stillwater has not exactly been potent on the power play. Not a lot of shots on goal with the one-person advantage. Connickson again out of her own end. Right wing for Nolan. Nolan hits the red line into the Raiders zone. Down the left wing. Shot. Later with a save. Glove save. She'll hold on. They get a whistle. Roseville, they've got some bright future, I think, in goal. Watching that JB game, they had a little girl in goal for the Raiders. Couldn't have been more than 5'1", 5'2", but she just stood on her head. Ponies outshot the Raiders almost by a 3-1 margin in that JV game. Draw back to the point. Oh, and Connickson cannot hold it in. And they have to go back. The Ponies will end their own zone with 1:20 to go. Power play. Left wing pass. Jones poke check to Wise. Schuster back. Sophie got her own blue line. Back to Connickson. Olivia on the wing for Enon. Into the offensive zone. Enon drop pass. Poke checked away from Nystrom. Here's Connickson. Rink wide. Schuster shot. And it's tipped just wide out front by Jones. Back in the near corner. Inside the Raiders zone. Tied up against the board. Taken away by Jones. Cassidy drop pass at the half wall for Enon. Up top for Connickson. Olivia shot. That's deflected high up over the glass off the scoreboard. And that one is out of play. And let's check the clock. A little light burns out there. I think it says 45 seconds to go. In the power play, 11:46 to go. Here in regulation. Nystrom, Jones, and Enon. Connickson and Schuster, the power play. Connickson at the half wall. Nystrom with a shot. Deflected by Enon. And it never got to the goal. Enon in the near corner. Up top to Nystrom. Shot. It is loose in the circle. Cleo again. Drop pass to the point for Connickson. Olivia into the slot for Schuster. Sophie with a shot. It's up over the net. Rebound off that back wall. Nystrom in the corner as Cleo goes again up top. Somebody's lost the stick. Connickson checking out traffic. Here's Schuster. Sophie shot. Oh, it just deflected wide out front by Jones. Cassidy Jones up the half wall for Nystrom. 15 seconds to go. Power play. Nystrom off the near side boards. Cleo up top for Connickson. Olivia shot. Saved by bodies in front of the net. Cleared up top again for Cleo. Nystrom down goal, and it's broken up out front there by Arnold. And McKenna finds the puck and sends it all the way back down the ice. And the Roseville Raiders, that time a little bit more pressure by the Ponies on the power play. But again, unable to pop the back of the net. And from center ice, the Raiders send it back into the Stillwater zone. Schuster back behind her own net. Drop pass to the corner for Olivia Connickson. Connickson spends so much time on the ice, I think she gets her mail there. Out to center ice. Into the offensive zone, there's Connickson coming down the near side boards. Olivia out front. And there was Enon, there was Jones, but neither one could get their stick on the puck. Far side boards, Roseville zone. Jones to hold it in. There's Enon. Fires. That's blocked by traffic. Deflected the near side wing. And played out the center ice by Gardner. Back to the defense and broken up there by Hannah Anderson. And again, sent into the offensive zone by the Raiders. Coming down that near side wing is Maya Gardner. Back behind Casey Bouzet. He's been pretty quiet here in the third period. Right out front, shot a goal, and a save by Bouzet. Scrambling in front of that. Finally, the whistle blows. Just as I said, Casey, nobody was visiting her apartment. The Raiders were crashing the net and almost potted one. As we get about 5 bodies in front of Casey. Play was whistled down, no damage. 9:52 to go in a 2-2 hockey game. Face off inside the Stillwater zone. And Coach Gillespie looks like Jablonski, Anderson, and Padawato every other shift right now. As off the face-off in the near corner, inside the Stillwater end. Far corner. Howe up the board for Padawato. Gets it back. Howe gets it out the center for Jablonski. Double team. Carry it on. Padawato into the zone. Abbey down the left wing. In on goal. Backhand pass up the slot. Shot on goal by Anderson. Steered away by Lado. Again, Padawato out front for Henderson. Up top, Howe. Gracie with a shot just up over the net. Rebound Jablonski out front. Patty, Abby's wide open. Shot saved by Lado. And Madison falls on top of it. Oh, Abby was home free. She was one-on-one with the goaltender. Lado was down. She tried to lift it up on the backhand. And instead got nothing underneath it. Like my 9-iron shot. Doesn't get very high. And Lado made the save. 9:23 to go. And the Ponies have been dominating now the offensive zone after that power play. And they try to win the draw. And it puts the defense. They won it, but it's behind. Casey Arkellen all the way down the ice and an icing call against Stillwater. The icing call against Roseville. 9:16 to go in a 2-2 hockey game. Arnold and DeBase the goals for Roseville. And Maya and Ava the 2 goals for Stillwater. Anderson, Grace Arkell, 18-8. Nice from far board shot way wide. Deep rebound up the near side boards. Connickson holds it in. And down low in the corner. And taken away from Ava. And coming back the other way is Ellie King. King clears the red line into the Pony zone. Coming down the boards. And taking a little play by Ava Yukanovich. Ava back behind the net. Pokes it free up along the boards for Sister Maya. Maya trying to clear the zone. She does. And out to center ice. But rocked back into the offensive zone by DeBase. And there's Olivia back again behind Casey. Connickson working out of her own zone. And plays it out to center ice. Gets it back. Olivia into the zone. 1-on-2. Fire. Save by Lado. As Connickson tried to go 5-hole. And Madison Lado squeezes those pads together. And kept it from going into the net with 8:32 to go. In a 2-2 third period. The Raiders at Cretin-Durham Hall on a Saturday. And I mentioned the Ponies will be in White Bear Lake off the face-off inside the Raiders zone. And taken away by Michaela Arnold. Coming to center. 2-on-2 into the zone down that left wing. Finds one way wide. Rebound picked up by Grace Howe. Howe clears the line. Not up. There's a blast taken by Aaron Swanson. Wide of the Stillwater goal. In the near corner up along the near side boards to the line. And it comes free, squirts into that slot, and cleared by Ligday. Too far for Cassidy Jones. Aaron Swanson going back for the Raiders as we hit the 8-minute mark of this hockey game regulation. 2-2. Behind the net, Swanson goes right wing and backhanded up the boards by Izzy Larson. Hagberg gets to it and flips it into the offensive zone. Lauren Disted going back. Lauren, poke checked away. Nice job. And then Gilla is hauled down. And Disted got away with one. The puck coming back out to center ice. Head man up ice, and there's Claire Nolan at her own blue line. Well, Lauren Gella has to circle back. She lost it. There's Claire Nolan to cover up. Claire gets a pick from Hagberg into the zone, down the right wing. Claire with a shot, saved by Lado. Rebound right out front. Nolan over skates, so she had a backhand opportunity. And Hannah Anderson on the forecheck will hold the zone. Lauren Disted back behind her own net. Plays it up the center ice. Coming back is Madeline Phil 1-on-1. She stood up at the Pony blue line, but carried on to the offensive zone by Elena Wall. Inside the Stillwater zone, here come the Ponies back on a 2-on-2. Into the zone is Anderson. Anderson in the near corner. Hannah back behind the net, out front for Padawato. Loose puck. Jablonski over skates, and it is taken away by the Raiders. On the near side boards trying to clear the zone is Gronowski. And it is Alley to send it into the Stillwater zone. And again, the Ponies left to right on the breakout. Breakout pass for under 7 minutes to go. And back inside the Raiders zone. Back for the puck, Ashley Olsen, on defense. Far face-off circle, Anderson shot, stick save by Little. Puck in the far corner. Jablonski takes one player down. 3 more join her, comes out front, and it's cleared away by Capetti. And Allie walks it out of her own zone from the red line into the Stillwater end, down the near left wing. Capetti sets up in the corner for Luxie to base at the half wall. Bad angle shot right through the low blue. And up top to the point Olsen will hold it in. Far corner to base, back behind Casey. And to the near side of the goal. And from the point, shot through traffic by Capetti. Blocked by Ponies. Capetti again to hold it in. Backs it off the wall and back behind the Stillwater net. Puck free in the corner. Colbard in on the forecheck. And they come up top to the line and out. And the Raiders have to touch up and get onside. And that should be a delayed offside. Now they wave it off. As the Raiders all touch up. Puck all the way back down the ice. Capetti going back. And that'll be an icing call against Stillwater. We've cleared the 6-minute mark of this hockey game. And again, it's 2-2. It was 2-1 Stillwater at the end of the first period. And then the Raiders tied it up in the second period. And the goal by McKidd Arnold. Young sophomore, pace off to the left of Casey Bouzet. Nystrom on the draw. And the face-off won by the Raiders. Shot and a pad save there by Casey Bouzet. Steers it to the near side boards. And trying to clear is Sophie Schuster back behind the net. There's McKidd Arnold. Comes out of the corner. Bad angle shot saved by Bouzet. Rebound scramble in front of the net. Puck is loose. And taken away by the Ponies. And nice job there on the move is Maya Jokanovic. Is sent it into the zone. Goes after it. She'll get to it first. Back behind that. Looking to pass out front. Right through the skates of Nystrom. Cleo to the far side boards. Nystrom goes up top. Plays it to an open wing. As the Raiders pick it up. Here comes Allie King, the freshman defenseman. Up the wing for McKill Arnold. The sophomore mentioned just 4 seniors on this Raider club. Puck out at center ice. As King stood up at the Pony blue line. Taken away by Appleter. Had it, the blue line. Backhands it into the Roseville end. Lauren Disted back behind her own net. In and out front. And fanning on it with Appleter. And coming back the other way is Sierra Colbart. 2-on-2. Alexia DeBase down the left wing. And back behind that, forced down low by Connickson. DeBase still with the puck. Drop pass to the far side board. Taken away. And coming back to center ice. Coming back is Connickson. 1-on-2. Olivia backhands it into the offensive zone. As we're down to 4:25 to go. Far corner in and taken into the corner. There's Appleton. And the puck free up along the boards. Held in by Morgan Wohlers. Cleared off the boards and out to center ice. And Stillwater has to go back. Rain Sarkill and Olivia Connickson, our defensive pair. And here's Olivia in her own zone. And she backhands it out to center ice. Broken up there by Colbard and back into the Pony zone. Stillwater again on the rush from left to right. They send it into the Roseville end. Under 4 minutes to go. Capetti in the far corner. Brings it around the near side boards for Arnold in the face-off circle. Arnold right out front. Coughed up. But no Ponies there to make him pay. And the puck comes free to center ice. Nolan back. And taken away momentarily by Gaffney. And from the point, there's a shot taken by Aaron Swanson. Scrambling in front of that. It comes up top to the point. Capetti with a shot. And that deflected back behind the Pony net. Off in the far corner. Roseville now putting on pressure. And the puck in that far face-off circle. Swept away by Stillwater and sent out to center ice. Given right back into the offensive zone by Aaron Swanson. On a give and go. Ponies had dominated the offensive zone for a while. Now Roseville has dominated the Stillwater end for a couple minutes. Ponies at center ice, 2-on-2. Jablonski with Padawan in the corner. Looking for drop passes. Hand to Anderson. Anderson takes the puck away. Back behind the net. Far corner looking to pass. He drops it for low for Jablonski behind that. Out front for Pat Abbey. Right on the doorstep. And it deflected to the far side boards. 4-person tap in that far corner. We're under 3 minutes to go in regulation. Left wing, Arnold to the line. Center. Nolan drives it right back in. Wide of the Raider zone. Both teams are changing personnel right now. Short shifts. Ashley Olsen plays it out to center ice. And backhanded down ice by Colbard. Stillwater going back with Connickson. The lone line of Jones and the F holders out there for the Ponies are Christian Gella and Abby Padawando. Right at that Pony blue line. And Colbard is tripped up and goes down. Lauren Gella is going to sit for a couple minutes. Centering pass right out front. And the Ponies touch the puck at tripping call. And Lauren Gella is going to sit for a couple minutes. A 2-minute tripping call at the 14:47 mark. So for all intents and purposes, barring a goal, the Raiders will be on the power play for the rest of this hockey game. 2:13 on the clock, 2 minutes on the penalty clock. Our last broadcast on the road of Pony girls, a disappointing night down at Park. And it was Park winning in overtime. And we have a whistle, and it looks like one of the coaches has taken a timeout. I'm thinking Vic Brodt is going to talk to his troops. And the Raiders want to set up in the power play. And our next broadcast, Pony Boys Hockey from the park. And that'll be Saturday night, 7:30, 7:15 our broadcast time. We're back at the Rec Center next Tuesday. And that is the 31st, I believe it is. Last day of January. January can't be gone soon enough. The Ponies and Lakeville North, two of the top teams in the state, two of the top 5 teams. And again, 7:30, 7:15 our broadcast time. For these Roseville Raider girls, they are at Cretin-Derham Hall, Highland Arena on Saturday afternoon. That is a 3 o'clock start against the number 2 team in the conference right now. And for the girls, they'll be at White Bear Lake on Saturday at Battis. Now, that'll be a night game. That'll be a 7:30 start time. This broadcast here in Club 1220 KLBB, brought to you in part by Stillwater Family Dental. Pro-life across America. Stillwater Motors, the First National Bank of River Falls, and also brought to you by RBC Wealth Management. 5-on-4 for the Raiders. Lauren Geller, the 2-minute minor for tripping. Face-off will be inside the Stillwater zone. And Coach Brodt will send out the power play unit of Gaffney, DeBase, Lauren Disted, Ali Capetti, and who's the other winger? And Izzy Larson off the face-off side of the goal, and Casey has to cover up. Roseville got a shot right on goal off the face-off, and Bouzet covers up on the short side of the pipe to hold on and get a whistle. And the puck drop comes free and out to center ice. And the Raiders have to go back, and here comes Ava Jokanovic on the forecheck. She overskated it, and from center ice to go rink wide. Lexi DeBase into the pony zone, in the slot, shot wide. And the rebound off in the corner for Madison Gaffney. Gaffney against that back wall, being shadowed there by Connickson. Gaffney holds onto the puck, drop pass, and a wraparound attempt. Comes free to the far side boards, and held in by Larson. Goes up top, and barely held in by Capetti. Shot blocked by Ava. Ava Jokanovic ahead for Maya. Maya into the offensive zone, short-handed. Splits the double team, and off in the corner. And Maya's taking hard on the boards, and she's down on the ice. Maya Jokanovic trying to split the double team, and we've got a checking call against Roseville. That'll even things up at 4-on-4 with 1:28 to go. She was going into the corner on the forward check, and she got double teamed and taken hard on the check. And the face-off will be inside the Roseville zone, so it's 4-on-4. That'll open up the ice surface. But again, just 1:28 to go. And the Raiders will change up their unit. Coming out is Zardel. Coming out is Colbar. Anderson and Jablonski. Janet can't win the draw. Take it away. And coming back the other way. It's into the air. Offensive zone by Aaron Swanson. Swanson bucks it out of the corner. Shot saved by Bouzet. Rebound. Casey is down. And Casey got checked into the net. And she is setting up. She's okay, I hope. And slowly climbs to her knees. And the net came loose. Casey Bouzet got checked into the net. If this goes overtime, the Ponies will have a short power play opportunity. Off the face-off Stillwater zone. 1:10 to go. 2-2 hockey game. To center ice. Jablonski into the Raider zone. Down the left wing to her backhand. Out front Anderson. And it's off the end of her stick and picked up by Aaron Swanson. Swanson sends it away to Colbart. Sierra to center ice. 2-on-3. Colbart into the zone. They're offside. Arnold was in the offensive zone. Offside against Roseville with 55 seconds to go in this, the third period. And 42 seconds to go in the penalty to the Ponies. And Lauren Geller. And let's see, 1:27 to go in the penalty against Ali Capetti. And the face-off. And this time won by the Ponies. Anderson back in her own zone for Connickson. Gets away from the first forechecker and comes up the near sideboard. Stops, goes rink wide, far side for Howe. Howe from the red line. Poke checked away. The kid Arnold coming back. Arnold into the Pony zone. Oh, offside. And they call it. Thank you. She had the offensive zone, then pulled it back to her backhand into neutral ice. And that cut one of her teammates offside. And again, we'll drop the puck on that. Chip down about 18 seconds. 37 seconds to go in the third period. Again, 4-on-4. And the faceoff won by Enon. Padawan over skates. Puck inside the Stillwater zone. There's Connickson again. Olivia. Drop pass in the corner for Claire Nolan. Nolan up the near side boards. Plays up the wall for Enon. Lauren to center ice. And sends it into the Raiders zone. Correction, that's Padawan. 10, not 17. Back forward is Aaron Swanson. 1 second. Ponies on the power play for 10 seconds in regulation. Puck all the way back down the ice. And we're going to go OT. And the puck out at center. And to neutral. Here comes Abby. Padawan with 1 second. Fires. And that is cleared to the line and out to center ice. And so we played 54. Let's see. 17 times 3. 51 minutes. And we haven't decided anything. 2-1 Ponies at the end of 1. 2-2 at the end of 2. Scoreless third period. And as we head to overtime, Ponies have been in that one overtime game, and they lost to Park Cottage Grove by a score of 2-1. That young Wolfpack team beat us down at the Grove. Scoring for the Ponies, Ava Yukanovic, her third, and Maya Yukanovic, her first of the year. And for the Raiders, it was Lexi DeBase getting goal number 7 on the year. And getting her third of the year was Michaela Arnold. And that's where we stand, 2-2. And I didn't hear what the shots on goal were. Not the best acoustics place I've ever been in. The Roseville Skating Center. Home of the John Rose Oval. Brightly lit all the time. And I think they still got the Christmas lights up, the Christmas decorations. You come in at nighttime and it's just beautiful. All the trees wrapped in all the lights. And the wrestling team was in action tonight. Stillwater wrestling team at home. And they were taking on who? Park Cottage Grove. And the gymnastics team, they had youth night tonight at the high school as they had Forest Lake as their opponent. Those are the only 2 events on the Pony calendar for today, at least on the varsity level. Basketball tomorrow night. And the common opponent is White Bear Lake. And the girls will be at home against the Bears, and Stillwater boys will be at the South Campus off of McKnight, taking on White Bear Lake. I'm Tom Marchand, Jesse Hartman, my engineer, back in studios. Travis Monroe riding shotgun here tonight on the audio and video stream. This game on Club 1220 KLBB, and audio and video streaming on my website, TJ Broadcast Services. The website is tjsportsonline.net. Keep that in mind as you can watch the game on Saturday night on the internet. And you can also watch the game, listen to the game here in Club 1220. So the Ponies will have 30, is that a 5 or 6, Travis? 35 seconds to go on the power play to start the overtime. And Coach Gillespie will send out the unit. Padawan, Anderson, and Jablonski. And on defense will be Claire Nolan and Olivia Connickson. Coach Brodt will send out penalty killers. There's Colbar. There's Michaela Arlo. Defense is Disted and Capetti. Face off, though, won by the Raiders. Send it to the Ponies zone. And going forward, a race for the puck in the corner. Arnold taking another play. Jablonski sends it away to center for Anderson. Anderson coming up the middle. 3-on-3. Into the offensive zone is Anderson. Anderson, drop pass. Coming in is Claire Nolan. In the slot. Shot. Saved by Lato. The rebound swept away to the near side boards. Nolan with an opportunity from about 30 feet out. And the puck all the way back down the ice. And we're going to have to hurry. Just 5 seconds on the power play. And Padawan back in her own zone. Again, we play 8-minute overtimes. Jablonski with Anderson. And it is Roseville at full strength. Jablonski after the puck in the offensive zone. Back behind the net. Comes out of the corner. Jablonski puts it down low in the corner. Back into the slot. Clear to the boards, but nada. And now Roseville. Again, this time the Ponies hold it in. Now it's Skitters free to center. Gaffney back in her own zone. And gets a return pass. Gaffney into the zone. The captain fires. And it's just wide. Rebound. And a backhand shot hit the side of the goal. As Casey was on the other side. Here comes Claire Nolan on the break-in. Ahead for Jablonski. Tips ahead. Too far for Anderson. And back forward is Lauren Disted into her own zone. Disted and Anderson go into that far corner. Played back behind the Raider net and off into the near corner for Aaron Swanson. Swanson to the line. Stillwater to hold the offensive zone in and out front. Hannah with a shot. Stick save by Lato. Rebound, a backhand shot on goal by Morgan Wohlers. And Madison Ledo had an easy save on that one. 6:33 to go in overtime. Roseville already has had one tie on their season. That was a tie against Park Cottage Grove, a 2-2 tie. This is the second Ponies game in overtime. From the point, shot by Schuster wide of the goal. Cleared by Roseville off into that far corner. And played up along the left wing boards. Intercepted by Wohlers. Morgan double teamed and lost it. Out of the corner, centering pass. That hits bodies. Still tied up against that back wall. And cleared up along the boards. And there's Morgan Wohlers again to hold it in. A young 8th grader. Boy, she shows a lot of promise. Puck to the line and not to center. Schuster retreats. Sophie and Howe out there. Schuster's pass, and it's deflected up into the boards and across the way. You have to give a shout-out to Broxy, Broxterman, the athletic trainer here at Roseville High School. He's manning the bench across the way. He's been here at Roseville for a number of years. Broxy and I were part of the Gopher baseball program a number of years ago when he was the athletic trainer at the University of Minnesota. Nice to see Broxy, of course. Jeff Whistler, the activities director here at Roseville, longtime friend. We go back almost 30 years. Center pass from out front, and there's a backhand shot down the slot. Nice one back behind the pony net. And played up along the board for Ava. Ava's pass picked off. Ava gets it back, sends it out to center ice. And it is Maya Jokanovic to tip it into the offensive zone. Cleared right back out to center ice. Coming back on the move into the zone is Elena Wall. Wall right out front. She drops. Grace Arkell on her back. But she left the puck behind. And the puck cleared out to center ice. And we got a player down back behind the blade as Colbart Sierra very slow on getting up. Heading over to the bench. And they'll get an extra attacker out there. Inside the Roseville end. Ponies with the puck. And on the weak side is Maya with a tip attempt. And Madison Ledo made the save. Maya looking for her second goal of the game and the season. And now Roseville coming back. We've hit the 5-minute mark of overtime. Connickson and Grace Arkell are the defensemen. Maya, Ava, and Cleo out there for the Ponies. Pass out to neutral ice off the stick there of Ali Capetti. Intercepted by Maya Jokanovic, or Eva. Sends it into the offensive zone. Aaron Swanson, first person back. Rings it around the near side boards in the Raiders zone. And Roseville plays it away to center ice. Tipped into the Stillwater end. Schuster going back. On the forecheck is Michaela Arnold. Against the left wing. Here's Paduano. Gets it out to center for Jablonski. Could be a 2-on-1. Hannah into the zone. Down the right wing. Around the defender. In a goal. Fires. Oh! And a kick save there by Madison Ledo. Hannah had that far side pipe. And she just missed. Back inside that Raider zone. Cleared by Roseville. And there's Abby Paduano to hold the offensive end. Despite being tied up on a double team. And the puck comes free and back behind the Raider net off into the far corner. Jablonski to get to it first. Gina puts it out front. Paduano with a tip. And it's just wide. As Stillwater putting on some pressure here in the last minute in overtime. Jablonski out of the corner. Over skates. Taken to her knees and cleared out to center ice. And here's Izzy Larson for the Roseville Raiders. Sends it into the zone. Larson and Nolan. And Izzy takes the puck away. Back behind Casey Bouzet. Nolan picks her pocket. Claire in the corner. Off the glass. Out to center ice. And the Raiders have to get everybody onside. They dump it to an open wing as it's sent to the offensive zone by Ashley Olsen. Cleared by Schuster ahead for Lauren Gella. Gella has it taken away by the Raiders. Back into the zone is Madison Gaffney. Down the right wing. In on goal. Madison shot. Saved by Casey. And the rebound cleared to the far side boards. Hagberg coming back for the Ponies. 3-on-3. Abby into the zone. Fires. And later with a save. And it's cleared away from in front of the net by Ellie King. Inside the Raiders zone comes the line and out to center. Ponies have to catch up as we hit the 3-minute mark of this overtime right about now. Ponies into the offensive zone. Out front is Wohlers. Can't get a shot off as a ticket away from out front by Madison Gaffney. Gaffney leads the break out to center ice and sends it into the Stillwater zone. How to play it away. Too far for Lauren Gallup. That'll be a nice pass. Never got to Lauren, and a nice call against Stillwater. 2:45 to go in the only overtime. And let's refresh my computer. Let's see if that's a final. Hill Murray 4, Blaine 3. From Fogarty. Face off to the rod of Casey Bouzet. And the puck off in that far corner. No, it's a final in overtime. 4-4 Blaine and Hill Murray. 4-4 overtime tie. Here's Grace Howe in her own zone. She lost an edge and goes down. It comes out front, cleared away by Connickson. Gracie gets back up and picks up the puck. And Pam's on the pass now. Nystrom out to center ice. Nystrom from the red line, backhands it ahead for the Yukonoviches. And Maya or Abel were offside of the blue line. I think Maya was by the disgusted look on her face and interactions. 2:19 to go in overtime. Suburban East Conference Girls Hockey. Those are looking for their 8th win. The opponent looking for their 9th win. And the draw just outside the Raiders zone. Big tie-up. Padawan into the offensive zone. Abby out front. Anderson can't get a shut-up. Hannah picks it up, back up, and goes up top to the point for Nolan. Clear, steps one off. Hits bodies right out front. Here is Anderson again. Out front for Abby. Tip attempt. And that is broken up by the Raiders. Set to the line and out to neutral. Dumped right back in by Ligne. Taken away by Roseville. Coming back the other way into the offensive zone is Capetti. Capetti back behind the Pony net. Puts it out front. Loose puck. Far face-off circle as Anderson will get to it. Clears the line, but now Roseville holds the end. The offensive end. Cleared by Anderson on the near side boards. Jumping in for the point. Held in by Aaron Swanson. Swanson into the corner. And there's Ligne to break it up. Lexi goes after the puck in the near corner. But Swanson will get to it first. Plays it back behind the Stillwater net. There's Claire Nolan. Nolan from skate to stick. Ridden out of the play. Jablonski back to help out. Sends it away and out to center ice. 1:20 to go. OT. Capetti gets her troops on side. Sends it in. Nolan back behind her own net. And she golfs it up. They're trying to pick me off there. I think she looked up and said, no, I wasn't aiming it for you. Claire Nolan puts it up to the section right next to us here at the skating center. Face off to the right of Casey Bouzet. Clock shows 1:13 to go. Now, if this was section time, we'd go to an end. But if we play 1:13, no goals, of course, it goes in the book as a tie. And the Raiders win that face-off. Arnold tries to get it up top. Instead, it deflects it right through the slot. Picked up by Morgan Wohlers. Backs it off the boards. And from the blue line, it's held in. Dumped down low. Casey will leave it there for Connickson. 1 minute to go in OT. Right wing. Pass never got to Wohlers. Right out front. Loose puck to the near side boards. And getting to it first is Aaron Swanson out front. And shot by Gaffney. Saved by Casey. Covers up and holds on with 43 seconds to go. Scramble in front of the net. Madison Gaffney almost tucked it in on the short side for the game winner. And now the Raiders have dominated action the last 90 seconds or so. And the Ponies are going to change up the unit. Anderson, Padawano, and Jablonski with Nolan and Connickson defense. And Gaffney trying to win the draw. Still loose. And leg on top of it is Jablonski, taken away by Olivia. Connickson back behind her own net with 35 to go. Hannah Anderson's pass picked off. Gaffney walks in. She goes down. And the puck back behind that Connickson. Roseville fans wanted to trip against Connickson. Pony sent it away to center for Padawano. Spun around and lost it. Jablonski up the near side boards into the offensive zone. On her off wing is Hannah Anderson. Anderson into the corner. Puts it up top to the point. Oh, and unable to hold it in is Grace Sound. That'll do it. Just 10 seconds ago. And from neutralized, the Pony sent it in to the Roseville end. Getting to it first is Madison Gaffney. Gaffney plays the line. Picked off. Connickson shot. And it's deflected by Leto off that back glass. Horn sounds. Oh, Olivia Connickson had one last opportunity for a buzzer beater. And it was Madison Leto to make the save. As Connickson was about 30 feet out. Leto went side paddle with that stick and deflected up into the glass. And out of play. And these two teams have fought for 51 minutes. Nothing to set it. And the Roseville Raiders go now 7-13 and a 2 on the season. And for your Ponies, they are now 8-13 and 1. Their only tie on the season so far. I'll come back and recap the scoring after this 2-minute timeout. This is Suburban East Conference Girls Hockey on Club 1220 KLBB. Audio and video streaming on TJSportsOnline.net. Suburban East Catholic Hockey here on Club 1220. 2-2 overtime tie between the Raiders and the Ponies. Scoring 3 of the 4 goals came in the first period. Ponies got on the board first at 2:53. As Xavier Yukanovich got a third of the year from Maya. And it was 1-0. And the Raiders came back and tied it up at the 5:09 mark as Lexi DeBase picked up her 7th goal of the year with an assist from Madison Gaffney. And that was 1-1. The Ponies took the lead back at 13:49. Maya Yukanovich got her first of the year with an assist from Cleo Nystrom. And Ava Yukanovich, she was 2-1 at the end of one period. 1 goal in the second period belongs to Roseville. As Michaela Arnold got her 3rd goal of the year with an assist from Maya Gardner, it was 2-2. Scoreless 3rd period, scoreless overtime. And that was it. As these two teams playing 2 games, Ponies won at home 4-0. And here tonight, 2-2. The Ponies won the JV game by a score of 2-0 to win their 16th game of the year. Only score that I do have in girls hockey, Blanken and Hill Murray. They skated to a 4-4 overtime tie. On the boys' side of things, the Hill Murray Pioneers lost tonight at Aldrich Arena at home against Maple Grove, 2-0 in favor of the Crimson. Duluth East beat the Forest Lake Rangers by a score of 4-0. Tartan over Eastridge 4-2 at Tartan Arena. And nothing in on some of our other scores. Roseville and Cretin-Durham Hall, no score in boys hockey. Monsview, White Bear Lake, nothing. Park Cottage Grove and Woodbury, nothing. So that's the out-of-town scoreboard. And with that, I need to take one final break as we get set to tear down this very elaborate broadcast location. And we'll take this final break back in 2 minutes with postgame. And this is Suburban East Conference Girls Hockey and Club 1220 KLBB. And time to say our goodbyes. First of all, thank you, Jesse, for the help tonight back in Master Control. Of course, thank you to the very capable Travis Monroe from BAC TV, my engineer here tonight. And the two of us will double team you, tag team you on Saturday night. And Travis will be out there first in the ring. But a 7:15 broadcast time here at the network, and 7:30 will be the face-off as we go Suburban East Conference boys hockey. And those are the two candidates for Engineers of the Year. I'm Sam Wirchin. 2-2 in overtime. And if you want to listen to my melodious voice, I'll be broadcasting college hockey tomorrow night from Ed's August Rink as Augsburg will take on St. Mary's in men's hockey. And you'll have to go online to listen and watch that broadcast again. Same website, tjsportsonline.net. Thanks to the folks here at Roseville as well. Thanks to all of you for watching and listening and for all the kind comments about our efforts so far here in 2016, 2017. Didn't settle anything tonight. 2-2 is your final in overtime. Again, I'm Tom Witcher. Hey, good night, everybody. We'll talk again.